Was geht, meine lieben Freunde, und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einem neuen Haus of Fata Morgana Let's Play. Ja, meine lieben Freunde, wir sind heute in der 29. Folge angelangt und Freunde, letztes Mal Jacopo ist wieder geraged, so warum auch immer, aber er ist halt so mad und so. Und Maria will jetzt das Missverständnis so aufbeben mäßig sozusagen. Mal gucken, ob es ihr jetzt gelingen wird und so. Mal schauen. Hi Freunde, yeah, let's go.
Okay. The next morning, Jacopo stood alone in the den by the billiards table. He appeared to be rather agitated. His face was twisted into a frown, his pointer finger tapping relentlessly against the hard surface of the table. Evidently no longer Evidently no longer able to stay in one place, he placed a circle around the table, then swapped up a rack and a cue, setting up a game of 9-ball.
Oha, so Billard.
Yeah.
Geil.
I'm not intimately familiar with the ways by which men entertain themselves, but in truth I was bewitched by the sight of him leaning over the... Wo ist die Maid die ganze Zeit? Sie ist
so, ich glaube, am Ende sind so Memes, so,
ja?
The Maid.
Ich frage mich, wie aktiv so Fata Morgana Fandom ist, so, ob man irgendwas findet, so von Edits oder Fanarts oder mal schauen. Memes. It always seemed as though a steel rod ran straight from his shoulder to the tip of his outstretched finger, upon which the cue was secured by another finger looped over it. With a smooth, blowing motion, he thrust the cue forward slightly, putting it back and repeating the process once more, before ramming it into a cue ball, sending it rolling into the diamond of colored balls. A chorus of clicks and clacks emanated from the center of the room. Balls collided with one another and ricocheted off the cushioned walls, a few landing in the pockets situated around the edge of the table. Jacopo appeared to have accomplished this with little trouble, but I imagine merely striking the cue ball with the stick would be rather difficult for someone inexperienced. But despite his accomplishments, it seemed to only exacerbate his agitations. Lousy positioning, he muttered, though I hadn't the faintest idea what he was talking about. What should have been a game for his enjoyment, he went about with a constant look of exasperation.
Ja, vorne kurz wieder Englischunterricht.
Das ist irgendwie so unzufrieden.
Ja, so wie Desperation, Exasperation ist das ähnliches. Verzweiflung. Ja, ist das gleiche wie Desperation haben kann. Hä?
I suspect he was using it as a way to blow off steam, and as a result the tension in the air was palpable. I felt it would be improper to intrude upon him, even considering my distaste for the man. There was an undeniable beauty in every motion he made, every perfectly audible clack of billiards balls bouncing off one another. It was an enchanting sight. But then someone without the slightest regard or appreciation for beauty came marching in with a hammer to shatter it like glass.
Ja, Maria, oder? Gotta say, that was pretty impressive.
A man leaned against the frame of the door.
Ah, no.
He was neither a resident nor worker of the mansion. The man's face was covered in a scraggy stubble, his body draped in a grime-cacked garments. His eyes were sunken so deep, it was as though I was looking at a fleshless skull, though there was a feral glimmer in them. Needless to say, he was not prim and proper.
How long have you been there?
Tommaso. Not long, but man, I can't help laughing. Obwohl die sind in Amerika hier, ne? I can't help laughing. You were completely in your own world there.
What do you want? And why didn't you send a maid for me?
Don't be such a hard ass. We ain't strangers, man. Why should family have to go through the maze to see you? That just ain't right, brother.
Mal gucken, ob es wirklich sein Bruder ist oder so.
Er sagt dann so. Ich glaube, er sagt dann so. Your doors should always be open for family. Oder so. Weißt du, so Familie, so wie...
Ja, wie bei so, ja.
That's the Sopranos.
Dann kann man so gang. I am not your family. Ja.
We're bound by something even stronger than that, okay, confirmed.
Ja.
By our family, our Koska.
Don't. You only ever bring up the Koska when it's in your interest. Ja, kaum was Koska ist, Freunde.
Ja, so nennen sie aber die Family.
I guess.
Ooh, scary. Come on now, what happened to you, little Jack? Where'd the little boy who used to call me Uncle Tommy go? Achso.
Tommy! Das war's.
Oh.
Uncle. Don't you dare use that godforsaken name! Get out of my sight! What in God's name are you doing here?
The man hailed from the same country as Jacopo.
Ja, Jacopo ist anscheinend Italiener dann, I guess. Und Jacopo ist immer am Ragen, wenn seine Vergangenheit aufgebracht wird.
Yeah. They had a peculiar relationship. Though they were not blood related, he referred to Jacopo as family. They came from a sunny island in the Mediterranean Sea, a place of many unique customs and an entire underground society. Koska was a word that originated from and referred to those underworld families.
Danke für die Erklärung, Mate.
It would be another 30 or so years before organizations like theirs received much public attention. At the time, they were not widely known. Just a short step into the future and they would grow so powerful the very mention of them would send a chill down the room. Send a chill through the room.
Ja, maybe nächste Door.
Hey no, there's no way to talk to a fellow
Bucciarati.
Yeah, Bucciarati. You're on the shortlist to become the next Capofamiliga.
Ja, I guess nächste Familienoberhaupt oder so.
We respect our brothers. That's how we operate. I could go home and say you threw me out of your house. How would you like those rumors to spread? The soon-to-be Capofamilia wouldn't even listen to a little request.
I very much doubt anything you said could damage my reputation.
Kleinen Smirk schon mal.
Ja.
I ain't been exiled yet,
Yet.
and as long as I'm still one of them, they won't ignore me. Oh, that's some mighty fine-looking whiskey you got there. Don't mind if I do.
Nothing here is for you to drink.
Booze is my lifeblood, man. No love for a brother?
You worthless leech. It surely won't be long before you find yourself in exile. If you're lucky enough to get off the hook with just exile, that is. Smirk. A child could snap that scrawny neck of yours.
If I'm gonna go, I'd rather go tied up, tortured for days, covered in tiny little cuts from head to toe.
You sick bastard. You disgust me.
Call me a carnal adventurer. I despise the mundane. Last thing I want is to go out like a wet fart.
Und
Ich
weil
glaube, wir sehen aber sein Charakterdesign nicht, weil das hätten wir es jetzt gesehen.
Ja. Is this what you came for? To waste my time with your insipid nonsense?
Yes. Oh, hardly. Surely you have an idea what I'm here for. And how much I need.
You damned maggot.
A worthless leech, a sick bastard, and a damn maggot. What other names you got up your sleeve for me?
You son of a bitch! Wollte er sagen.
Ja.
Aber, do you honestly think this is how you ask for a favor?
Whoops, excuse me. I beg of thee, esteemed future Capofamilia.
Familia.
Yeah. I'm gone broke, not even enough money to put bread on the table. Could you spare a little for a brother?
You brought this on yourself, I'm sure. I hear more than enough stories about you, and hardly any of them pleasant. Drinking, gambling, debauchery. Weißt du, was das ist?
Hab ich schon mal gehört, aber ich bin nicht sicher.
Ich denke mal so
Das ist so-
Raubzüge oder so.
Ja, Betrügerei, glaube ich.
Debauchery. Ausschweifung. Boah. Wollust.
Achso.
So von Metal.
Ja.
I'm humiliated to be in the same Costco as you.
You wanna make money playing, you gotta learn the game first.
Says the worm. He played himself into oblivion.
Oh!
Now,
Yes.
do you honestly believe I'll give you anything?
Oh, but you will. You got no choice. Costco rules. You're required to help a fellow countryman, especially considering how few of us there are stranded on this colossal landmass. Oh, hab ich was geskippt gerade?
Ich glaub nicht.
Okay. Wie gehe ich hier raus?
Einmal ganz leicht
Ah, ja.
nach unten scrollen. Vielleicht kommst du auch noch
You
mal.
won't even notice the money's missing. It ain't because you can't, but because you don't wanna. But Jacopo being a tight ass does nothing for you. Becoming you for help keeps your good name clean. That's the thing about being boss. You quietly keep little shits like me out of trouble. So that trouble don't come raining back to you.
Humph. You do not seem to understand your place. Rather than lecturing me, you should be on your hands and knees, begging and crying for my help. Wie hast du zur Seite geguckt? So zu uns auf die Kamera.
If that's what you want, I'll gladly comply. Happy to kiss your boots while I'm at it.
Don't even think about it. Know this, there won't be a second time. I will be reporting your conduct to the family back home. I look forward to seeing how they deal with you.
Just try to have a little mercy, would you?
Hey! Kotaete, is there a maid around? It doesn't matter who.
Jetzt die Maid kommt
Ja.
aus dem Nichts.
Ah! How may I serve you? Master. Get a single stack from the safe. Here's the key. Stack 64?
Ja.
It goes without saying, but don't touch anything else. Give the money to that man as you're escorting him out the door.
64 Gems gibt's jetzt.
No. As you wish. Is that all you needed? Yes. Now get to it. Fragt euch nicht so, warum die Mage einfach schon mal am Campen da ist.
Ja.
Aber naja. Very well, excuse me. Well,
Well. That's one looker of a maid you got there. But there's something, I don't know, eerie strange about her?
spürt es. Fancy that. We agree on something. Ich spür's auch.
How long she's been working here?
Many generations. Couldn't tell you. As I recall, she came with the house. Is that the kind of woman you fancy?
A gal you can't read will always be interesting.
Is that so? Now that he mentions it, how old is that woman?
How old is that?
How old is the woman? Ich frage mich aber,
Endlich hinterfragen jetzt mal hier ein bisschen
ja,
mehr.
aber die Maid, aber vielleicht nicht nur die Maid, sondern auch so die andere, ne? Though I suppose it doesn't matter.
Welche Maid?
Ja.
Weiß ich
Sorry, weiß ich gar nicht,
Ja.
keine Mail mehr. Though I suppose it doesn't much matter.
Na,
Doch, für uns schon.
Oh yeah, Jacopo. One other thing I wanted to talk to you about.
What is it this time? And if it's more of you blather, I will shoot you dead where you stand.
No need for threats. This one's about your, Warte mal. Your better half. Hat er echt einen Zwillingsbruder?
What about my wife?
Antwort nicht, okay.
Nee, better half sagt man ja so zu...
Ja, okay, ich will das. Aber das ist echt so, ne, egal. Well, to put it simply, yeah. She came to me asking for advice, looking a little distressed.
My wife asked you for advice? Das haben wir nicht gesehen, ne? Also, falls
Yup.
es true ist.
From the sounds of it, you're pretty rough on the little lady. That just ain't right, man. You managed to snag yourself to a broad that pretty. You ought to treat her at least a little bit better. You hear? She looks good with a smile. You gotta make her show it to you every once in a while.
Reim. Why would she come to you about that? Ja, eben.
Was er sagt, passt zusammen.
Ja, aber.
Don't ask me. Maybe she ain't got no one else to talk. Das macht keinen Sinn, sie hätte es zu Maria gesagt. And you know, for whatever it's worth, I am part of the same Cosca. Guessing she thought I'd get through to you easier? Ah, das kann auch sein, ne?
Ja, aber wenn er hat das mit Maria dann
Ja.
ihm erzählt. Ja. Aber nein.
Really, you just have to put a little more thought into how you act around her, and she'll be smiling for you like always. Oh yeah, I've got just the thing. Women love this stuff. I'm sure she'll be thrilled.
Is that perfume?
Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. I'm a big fan of this stuff too. Smells great. Pretty girl smiles at you wearing some of this. Any man be in love in an instant. Das kommt mir gerade so vor, warum ich das so komisch finde bei Thomas, so das vorzulesen. Das ist anders formatiert, weißt du, ich meine? Das sind immer so 4 Zeilen. Normalerweise ist das hier so, das könnte man in 2 oder so, weißt du, ich meine? Ciao, das geht viel länger. Ja, sorry. Ah ne, das ist vom gleich. Was laber ich? Ah, ich bin lost. Ich kann mir nicht konzentrieren. Sorry. Schreib in die Kommentare, Trash vorgelesen. Von mir, nicht von Luffy's 10 hier. You've never given her enough in fashion before, have you? May look like just scented water. Das ist so, ne?
Ja.
Duft. But you can't let that fool you. Go on, give it to her. You like a nice smell lady too, don't you? A little bit of scent can give a different flavor to your nighttime excitement here.
Vanilla.
Well, I've said my piece, so I'll be taking my leave. Don't want to keep your maid waiting too long and get on her bad side.
Hold on. Tomato! Why would she?
Why would you? Make it last. That's all the advice your Uncle Tommy has for you. Ciao.
Wait! Tomato! Okay, Freunde, mit dieser Advice und dieser Pose beenden wir dieses Let's Play, Freunde. Sehr cool. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen, Freunde. Lasst gerne ein Like und ein Abo da. Und alle, die es jetzt auch machen, schaut euch gerne die Con-Folge an, und so, auch wenn dieses Con-Film an, auch wenn dieses Video hier viel später kommt. Als das, aber ja. Darf ich sagen, Freunde?
Con-Film 7.
Con-Film 7, sehr nice. Wieder kurze Folge heute, aber nächstes Mal wird nicer.
Die nächste Folge wird länger auf jeden Fall.
Ja, mal schauen, hoffentlich, vielleicht. Und darf ich sagen, Freunde, lasst Like und ein Abo da und Jacob mal gucken so. Und Mates am Stalken, am Campen. Wieder schon, Freunde, und
Reingehauen.
bye.